Hey, welcome back. We're going to do a little reading for the full moon in Scorpio on Friday, May 1st. We're going to look at some overall general energies for what this full moon is bringing. We're going to talk about this full moon in general, like I said, and just the energy that is coming along with it. And then we're going to clean up here, and we're going to get some tarot and some oracle cards, some main energies and themes that this full moon is bringing. If you're finding this, then there is a message here for you. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, I would love it if you did. It would be greatly appreciated. I post these full moon and new moon readings every month. I do monthly readings, weekly readings, love readings, and messages. And I normally post a little mini daily read every day, which there was a lot of readings I wanted to get in this week because of the full moon, and it was landing on the 1st of May. So between all the May and full moon readings I wanted to get out, I kind of replaced those this week with all of these May and zodiac sign readings and full moon readings. But I normally do post little mini daily reads every day. So hit that subscribe button and you can get whatever messages that you want or that you need. With that said, let's talk about this full moon. So as always, with every full moon, and I talk about this every month when I post full moon readings, the full moon is the time to practice forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness and releasing. So surrendering to the divine. So releasing anything that needs to be let go of. This is any negative energies, negative emotions, any situations, people, anything in your life that literally just needs to be let go of, to clean out space, make space to let go of the old and make room for the new. It's also a great time to actually do a physical declutter. Get rid of the old and literally make space physically for the new. So it's kind of like energetic and physical. Great to do both at the time of the full moon. With this being the full moon in Scorpio, this is typically a very transformational, very deep energy with this full moon. So at the full moon in Scorpio, it is time to release negativity. So this is like a double energy of releasing, letting go. So really focus on letting go of any negative emotions, negative feelings, negative thoughts, old negative patterns. And just really take an inventory of yourself and your surroundings. What is it that needs to be let go of? Like I said, this full moon, all full moons are typically pretty emotional, but being in Scorpio, it's pretty tense. So the advice here at this time, breathe through the tension of this full moon. Now, even though this is, like I said, going to be a really intense or emotional full moon, this full moon is harmonizing with Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of good luck. So there's a little, touch of optimism or opportunities for growth and transformation at this full moon. And Venus is aligning with Saturn as the full moon peaks. So this makes it really good for relationship and finances this full moon. Okay, you can solidify commitments, make long-term plan, any type of long-term plans financially or with relationships. On top of that, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, is meeting with Chiron, which is, all about healing. And so any conversations or communications that can be happening at this time could be very healing and therapeutic. So there is a sense of if there are relationships or partnerships that need healing, or if there's relationships that need some type of transformation, this is a really great time for conversations to be very healing and transformational for relationships at this time. All right. So like I said, release the negativity, let go of anything that is in the way, blockages. I don't need to repeat it all. I already said it. But this is the time to release and to forgive. So if there are healing conversations happening in connections or partnerships, make sure you're bringing forgiveness into the connection at that time. I always say forgiveness doesn't make it right what somebody did if there was a wrong done, but it's just clearing that energy, okay? Clearing space, clearing that negative energy out of your energy and your system to make way for the new and to bring healing, okay? So that's what's going on with this full moon in Scorpio. So let's pick this up and we're gonna see what comes out for what is in the energies. So if you're seeing this, like I said, there's a message here for you. And let's see what's going on with this full moon. All right, what is happening? What is the energy of this full moon in Scorpio for all that are seeing this? Okay. All right. We have Archangel Raziel, right? This is enlightened energy, being adaptable, soulful, connected. So this is really about being connected to intuition. This is a very deep energy, which it really goes along with the sign of Scorpio. And with this enlightenment here, this enlightened energy, this could be through that transformation, through these healing conversations. Okay, so there could be a sense of a deep connection and things being illuminated, bringing this enlightened energy, epiphanies. Okay, let's see what else. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have self-employed. So commitment, resourceful, confident, rewarding. So like I said, this is going to be a really great time to make long-term plans. So if you're thinking about starting, some type of a project or a business or passion project, now is a really good time to commit to things, okay, and to solidify plans for things. All right, so we have Archangel Raziel. We also have guardian angels, so protection, clarity, spirituality, and wisdom. So like I said, I do feel like, and the full moons, these are all about illumination, bringing things to light. So I do feel that this is very angelically protected time and a sense of clarity, illumination being brought to things that were either hidden or that just couldn't be seen. All right, and we have energy healing, so holistic well-being, thriving, and vibrant. So like I said, with all of these planetary alignments and everything that's happening at the time of this full moon, this is a really great time period to bring healing to connections, relationships, partnerships, and yourself. So for energy healing, this could be meditation, Reiki, yoga, music, different frequencies. Any of this can be very healing right now. Ooh. We have self-respect and worthiness. So self-worth, affirmations, independent, motivated. So there's an element here with bringing this healing, okay, this opportunity for healing with this full moon. Make sure you're staying in this energy of self-respect. So if there's conversations or communications happening for you at this time, which is very likely, all right, at this time, make sure you are knowing your worth, okay, and I don't want to say demanding, but just staying in that energy of knowing what you're worth and having that self-love and self-respect. So if you are having conversations where there's forgiveness and healing needed, I guess what I'm saying is like, don't compromise. Don't compromise your self-worth and your self-respect. All right. So still maintain that self-worth and self-respect through these conversations and through forgiveness. Like I said, just because we forgive doesn't mean it makes it okay what somebody's doing. So just don't completely give in. Make sure that there is compromise there and healing brought to both sides. If this is, if you're having these conversations or this healing. And your desires are within reach. So faith, patience, excitement, and relief. So there is an energy, like I said, with all of this healing energy, this deep transformation energy that is being illuminated with this full moon. This is bringing a sense of wish fulfillment. Okay, this can bring transformation, and especially, like I said, in relationships or finances, money. So whatever it is that you're trying to transform right now or bring healing to, there is an energy of this being close. Okay, your desires are close. Let's see. Let's get some goddess messages for this full moon. Feeling like doing things a little bit differently this month. We'll get some moon messages too. Okay, what else do we need to know about this full moon? Okay, Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So an altar, I have a meditation altar that I use. It's just a little table that I have like some crystals and I have a salt lamp on it and, you know, just some things from nature. And I have some feathers that I have found along the way. It can just be a little place that is literally like a little sacred space to you. And this is where I place things that are important. And I, you know, usually meditate at this table during the full moons or the new moons. So it doesn't even have to be like an altar. It could just be a special room or a special spot. Maybe there's a place near water or a park that you like to go to where you can get grounded and feel centered. So for this full moon, you might want to find some place that is a sacred place, or you may be finding some place or something that is your sacred space. What else? Okay. All right. So we have sacred. Oh my gosh. What did I just say? Bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. Yeah, I was getting that with this whole sacred space. It could be literally like a place, like I said, a park or someplace near water to kind of recharge and get grounded. Like I said, full moons are, you know, usually pretty emotional and transformative, but this one is a little bit extra deep. So you might want to find some place to get that grounding and just recharging energy, that healing. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, we have Guinevere with true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love. So, like I said, relationships, love, and finances, money is where there can be great transformation and healing with this full moon. We have Artemis, guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So we have guardian and guardian angels. Boundaries, Ishtar. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I was getting that with this self-respect and worthiness. I guess this was maybe kind of the word I was looking for. So it was through, if you're having communications and conversations to bring healing or transformation to situations or relationships or partnerships, make sure you're continuing to have boundaries with your own self-respect and worthiness. And this isn't just like a one-sided situation or like all give, all take on someone's end. So make sure you have boundaries and that you are also getting the healing and there's compromise there in the situation. Okay. I've been getting a lot of Mother Mary energy in readings. She's been coming out a lot. So at this time, there could be a lot of Mother Mary energy around. I've been seeing a lot of Mother Mary meditations as well. You might want to look something like that up at the time of this full moon. But expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So your desires are within reach. We have faith and patience, excitement and relief. So love could be one of your wishes and desires, and this could be what this miracle is about. And we also have Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. All right. So I feel like this also goes along with the self-respect and worthiness. So even in connections and relationships and partnerships, there is still an importance in having your own independent foundation, right? Like I said, you want to make sure if there's forgiveness or compromise happening in a situation that it's not like a codependent situation. You're maintaining your independence. Okay. There needs to be that balance there in connections. All right. I'm going to move this. Let's get... I'm actually going to jump into some tarot. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot today. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy we're going to look for. This is going to be the main energy of this Scorpio full moon. And then we're going to look for what is being illuminated by this full moon, what is being released or let go of, and what is transforming. Okay. What is the main energy of this full moon? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Father of Pentacles, or this is the King of Pentacles. So this is a very stable, grounded energy. This is wealth, abundance. Okay, this is, like I said, the King of Pentacles in the regular tarot. So this could, looking at it just from an energetic basis, like I said, this is a very generous, wealthy, stable, long-term. Like I said, this full moon is about stabilizing plans, to make plans for the long term, like for the future. And that's the kind of energy we have here with the King of Pentacles. And I couldn't help but notice at first when I picked this up, the card underneath was poking out, and that is the Lovers. Okay, so this could be a very stable, long-term partnership or connection. It doesn't have to be love for all of you if you're not looking for love. This could be a partnership or a connection that has to do with work, because we also have the self-employment card over here. So it could be that type of partnership. And the Lovers also used to be the choice card. So this could be, there could be a sense of needing to make a decision. So if there are conversations happening, communications, where, you know, healing or forgiveness is needed in a situation, you know, you may have to make a decision, make a choice about whether or not you want to proceed with this connection or this relationship, whatever it might be, partnership, whatever it would be for you. So those are our main energies we have here for this full moon. I'm actually, well, I can, oh, wow. And underneath that is Judgment. Okay, this is rebirth of something. So there could be a second chance at something that you either tried to do before and it didn't work out. This could be related to this self-employment. This could be related to love. So the Judgment, like I said, this is rebirth. This is something being resurrected. This is second chances at something. So this is an energy, like I said, with this full moon, of deep transformation and healing. Okay. All right. That's the main energy of this full moon. Like I said, we're going to find out right now, what is this full moon illuminating? So what is being brought to light? So we have this Archangel Raziel energy here with this enlightenment. So what is being illuminated at this full moon? What's being brought to light? Okay. So Ace of Swords, all right? This is truth. This is clarity, all right? This is a new beginning. So this also can be a reconciliation type energy. So this could have to do with reconciling with someone, but there is a truth that is being brought to light here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So this could have to do with work, all right? Self-employment. Pentacles have to do with the material. With work, this could be a truth, if it's connected to love, that somebody wants to work on this. Somebody that didn't put the work or effort into this before now wants to work on this. So we had that resurrection energy, that King of Pentacles, that Judgment, and the Lovers there. So there could be a truth coming out. Something is being illuminated. All right. Somebody wants to put this work in. They feel as though right now that they've done enough work on themselves. They want to resurrect this and put the work in it. Like I said, for those of you that this isn't about love and this is work or career related or money related, this could be reconciling with a situation, something that didn't work out in the past, and having the opportunity to redo this and work on it again. Okay. There could be, or there's a truth coming out related to that situation. Okay. What's being released, let go of at this full moon? What's being released, removed? Okay, we have 2 cards out here. Okay, so we are removing 10 wands. These are heavy burdens, okay? Weight from the past is being removed so that these new seeds, this Ace of Pentacles energy, these seeds that have planted can now sprout and start to grow. So this is, you know, this kind of goes along with what should be released at all full moons, okay? Any negativity, any of that heavy, burdensome energy from the past is being released. And also we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is like a confusion energy. So any type of confusion, because we're having clarity being illuminated here. So confusion is being released, and any burdens, heaviness from the past, so that these new beginnings, whatever the seeds that have been planted for you or that you have planted, are now starting to sprout and grow. So releasing any of this confusion and heavy dead weight. That's why I'm getting dead weight that can be let go of from the past. Okay? And we're going to find out what is transforming for you. What is being transformed at this full moon? Okay, we have 2 out again. All right. Okay, so we have 4 cups and 7 pentacles. So whatever this is that's transforming right now, this is happening in divine timing. 7 pentacles is about divine timing. It's usually about a divine pause. It's getting ready, all right? That divine pause is that wait that you have to make to get ready to reap the rewards of what you've been doing, okay? And with this 4 of Cups energy here, it might feel like nothing's happening. It might feel like you're missing out on something. This is like a stagnant energy. I'm getting a sense of like apathy and boredom during this divine pause. This is what is being transformed at this time of this full moon, because we have the sun at the bottom of the deck with that. All right. So there is clarity coming. We have clarity here, and the sun is also about clarity, and the sun is about total joy and happiness. Okay, so this is coming out of this divine pause, feeling this sense of apathy and boredom and like nothing is going on, and all of a sudden everything is illuminated and there is a sense of happiness now that this dead weight, okay, is being lifted. It's being let go of. These seeds are sprouting for this new beginning, and there is truth and clarity, okay, about the way forward, about moving forward. And it was hanging out. I didn't take it, but it was hanging out there. 5 wands. So any difficulties, this is about difficulty, challenges. This was hanging out with these 2 as well. So any difficulties that have been happening are also being transformed at this time. Like I said, that is bringing clarity and happiness, okay, to this situation. So we have clarity twice here. So this sense of Archangel Raziel, this enlightenment, this adaptable, this deep connected energy to the universe, this is really bringing out, it's illuminating, it's really unearthing things that have been hidden and have not been able to be seen. And there's truth and clarity coming, and there's this release of these burdens, this dead weight, like I said. All right, let's get, what do I want to get? Let's get some advice for this full moon. What is the advice for this full moon? Okay, bottom of the deck, trust all will be well. Yes. All right, any more moon messages for our advice? Okay, I just got to grab one that fell. Okay. All right, so we have at the bottom of the deck, full moon in Pisces, forgive. So like I said, with all full moons, it is the time to practice forgiveness, but especially with this full moon, there is a strong energy of needing to practice forgiveness, and this can be very healing at this time, very fruitful for this full moon. All right, what do we have here? All right, so we already had our trust all will be well. So now is the time, practice your forgiveness, Release negativity, release anything that needs to be let go of at this time, and then trust that everything is unfolding in the way that it is supposed to be unfolding. We also have assess the situation. So with this time being so transformative and such a deep healing time, assess any situation right now or connection or relationship that can use some healing or that needs some healing or forgiveness or some type of communication to balance it back out again. Assess it before moving forward with it, and make sure you're getting yourself, I'm getting with this bodies of water, and what was it that I saw before with this energy healing, sacred space. Really get yourself into a grounded space, okay, when walking into these conversations, communications, or any type of forgiveness that has to happen with other people involved. Make sure you're doing this from a very steady and grounded place. Okay. We have release control. So this goes along with this trust. So release control, especially of the outcome. We get so attached to outcomes sometimes and how things are going to play out and needing it to happen in a certain way. Release control and trust all will be well. Like the universe knows better than we do. We have Mother Mary here with expect a miracle. It may not look the way that you think in your head, but trust that it's all going to happen. Release control and trust that it's all going to happen in divine order and divine timing for your best and highest good. Okay. We have be humble. So like I said, with all of this, there's this strong energy of communication and conversations and bringing healing. Make sure during this time, yes, have self-respect and know your worth and hold your boundaries in these situations, but at the same time, be humble. It's striking that balance. You don't want to go overboard on either side, in either manner. Okay, we have open up to change. So this, I keep saying it, very transformative, very deep full moon. So open to the change that is possible, the transformation that is possible with this full moon and the healing that it can bring. And we have keep your heart open. So especially, like I said, since this can be such a healing and transformative full moon for relationships and in love, keep your heart open. So know your worth and you have your self-respect and set boundaries, but don't, like I said with this, be humble. It's striking that balance. You don't want to get yourself to a place where you're shutting yourself down and you're not open to this change, this transformation, or to, if this is for love for you, for this love that is on the table here. And don't forget, we had that Lover's card that was underneath the King of Pentacles for the main energy for this reading. So for some of you, this is this miracle, this wish fulfillment, this healing has to do with love. For some of you, this is about work, employment, some type of a project, or for some of you, it's for both. Like this, don't negate that it could be both for you. So that's always, this is what's on the table for this full moon. All right, let's just end with some angel affirmations for this Scorpio full moon. Oh boy. All right, what affirmations do we need for this Scorpio full moon? Okay. Okay. I'm going to take that. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, we have a message from Archangel Haniel. I am the grace of God, or as the grace of God. I can help you connect to your ability to manifest magic through the divine feminine. So I'm feeling as though this goes along with this, sense of deep connection at the time of this full moon. So there is an energy of being able to get connected, right? And to manifest these desires, this miracle. I am connected to the power of the divine feminine. Harmony and magic fill my life. You can take a screenshot of that if you want. We also have a message from Archangel Ariel. I am the lioness of God, archangel of strength and courage. Call upon me for the self-confidence to fearlessly face any situation. What a great message for this full moon. So any situations where there is healing, forgiveness, or communications, conversations needed, all right, call on Archangel Ariel for the self-confidence to face this situation. I stand in my power and courage. I embrace the limitless possibilities that await me. Take a screenshot if you want. And we also have a message from Archangel Metatron. I can help raise your energetic vibration, energy healing, allowing for interchange and the awakening of your true spiritual calling. And we have, I am on a path of spiritual awakening. My soul's purpose is clear to me. You can take a screenshot if you like. Drop any of these affirmations in the comments. If they connect with you, drop them into claim. Let me know in the comments how this connects with you. Hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you back soon.